What's up, traders? Hope you all been doing okay. It's been a little while since I put a video together. I've been really in the laboratory cooking up some code, and I finally got a large project near completion, and I wanted to give you guys a kind of a glimpse into it. Now, I've been talking about structure for a while, and in fact there's some videos here on YouTube where I walk through exactly how I'm identifying structure. And so it's important that no matter what you're trading, that you have a plan to where you can objectively identify your entry points and your exit points. If you don't have that at least solidified, you should probably stop trading immediately until you've at least gained the experience where you can look at a chart and feel good about what you're doing. Okay? And so for me, that entails having a step-by-step process. If this, then this, before I can do anything. So what I have done is I've taken market structure across multiple time frames, and I've set it up to where when it aligns, it just prints that zone for me. I don't get any other zones, only the ones that align with structure from whatever time frames I want to draw from. Okay? And so here's what it looks like. Now, I'm not cherry picking charts, guys. I have the S&P 500 stocks right here, all 500 of them, and I just go alphabetically down these stocks, A through Z. So the beauty of what I'm doing here is obviously I can't go through 500 stocks every night. I'm going to have a scanner built that's going to return only the ones that I need to pay attention to. All right, so how does it work? Well, once I get a zone that aligns with my zones on a higher time frame, I get a buy zone or a sell zone printed on my trading time frame. In this case, my trading time frame is a 60-minute chart. And so when price comes back into the zone here, I look for my entry. What's my entry? Simple. It's just one tick above the high of one of my 4 PPT bars, which I have a video on here that details what bars those are, or just a green up candle. In this case, this is one of my bar types that I like, so I just have an order one tick above the high at 69.97. I'm going to use the ATR, the prior bar's ATR, which is this one, for my stop. That's going to be 33. So 33 cents is my stop. My target, take that times 10. So I'm going to risk 1 to make 10. That's what this looks like. Okay, here's my risk. Here's my reward. And you can see price hits the target. So if we go through the rest of the year, this is January. If we go through the rest of the year, I don't get another zone until here. Price does not make it back into this one, so I have no trade there. However, it comes into this one here, so I've been a loss. I'd take it again on this large candle. Probably would have waited, but let's just say I took it. So there's a loss. And then I take it again down here, and that would have been close to a target, but it actually would have been a loss. I'd take it again here. Let's see, that probably would have been a loss here. Let's see, 63 cents, 93, down 20 cents. Yeah, so I would have had another loss here, and that would have gone in again right there, and then that's where my target would have hit. Okay? And that would have been it for the entire year. That's all I have. So if I can do that, just those, I had 4 losses and 2 wins. If I could do that across all 500 stocks for the year, guys, that's a hell of a return. So let's just keep going. So just so you guys know that I'm not cherry picking anything, we're going to go to AAL now. All right? Let's just do a quick run through. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here. All right. Price comes, the zone is confirmed here. We're already back inside the zone right here. This is where I would engage a trade. All right. It takes off. Nice winner. This trade, it never sets up. I never get a tick above my bars. Never sets up. You can see I got some sell zones, but it never comes back into them. So I don't have any trade in the sell zones, none of them. Okay, I miss all those trades. I'd have a loser here and a loser here. And price would come into the zone here, comes right through it, prints a new one here. I would engage the trade right here for a loss, and then here again for a win. Okay? And then if I usually require a reset after a winning trade, but let's just say I don't, and I just take them all, I'd have a trade here for a loss. Okay? So another good stock. Go to AAP. Again, sorry I'm going fast because otherwise this video would get very, very lengthy. Start back here in January, see what we have. Nothing. Okay, I've got a sell zone that comes into it right here. I would engage the trade on this down bar. My stop's going to be $1.30. So $11.57. So I'd still be in the trade. But I would need, let's see, $1.30, so $13 move, which I don't get. I get a $9 move. They'd come up and stop me out, and I'd get back in here and stopped out again. So been 2 losses there. It doesn't come back into that zone. It comes into this zone. Here's one of my bar types I like. I'd be long above this bar, which you can see never happens. And then we get a close below this candle right here, this candle. So once I get a close below this candle, I'm waiting for a new candle, which I get this green bar. So I'd have a trade above this bar or above this bar. So how does this work? Let's walk through this real quick. Once I get one of my bar types that I like, I have an order above the high. And I use that bar until I either get filled or until I close below the low of the candle. Once I close below the candle, right here, I need a new bar. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's either going to be one of my bar types, which this is not one, or a green up candle. If it's one of my bar types, it has to be at the low of the move. So here's a green up candle, and then here's one of my bar types. This candle is at the low of the move. So I choose this candle. So I'd be filled right above here, and you can see the next day, gap up and off to the races. So that would have been it for this chart. And then we can go to Apple. Apple's the next one. And then guys, I mean, I could keep going down the list. They all look basically the same. You get just a handful of trades per year, and they all look a lot like this, okay? Apple, nothing going here. No trade out of that one. My first trade would have come into here. On this candle, actually, let's go through this. It'd be this candle here. I would have been filled there, stopped out, filled again, moved down, stopped out, filled here. My stop's gonna be $1.05. So 90. So 89.40. Yeah. So I've been stopped out, and then I would have been filled again here, and this would have been my winning trade. Okay. And that would have been it for Apple. Now, if you want more trades, you can change the time frames that you're looking at. So the other thing that I built in here, let's take a look, is I have these auction zones. I call them auction zones. What they are, they're just basically a way to measure structure and volume. And so I have these built in here as well. Now it's what these are doing is it's saying show me anything that has structure that lines up with the structure on the 240-minute chart based on volume and price action on a 60-minute chart. Okay, so let's hit apply. And let's go take a look. Let's go back to January. Again, this is Apple. So here you go. So your first entry will be here. I don't know that that would have been a winning trade or not actually. $4 ATR, so I'm looking for a $10 move. Man, unfortunately not. So that would not have made it. Got a nice move out of there though. Okay, I would have been looking for a short here. And it actually never sets up because it would have been below this candle. This trade, I think this is actually the same trade that I initially looked for on the structure. And on this one, I'm only looking for that first move in. So this would actually been stopped out here. And I would not have been able to get back in like I did on the structure side. Would have had a, nope, actually I would not have had an entry here because it would have been above this green candle. And then I would have had an entry off this candle right here. And that would have been a nice winning trade. And that would have been it. Okay, if we go back through the list going backwards, now we're back from Apple to AAP. I don't even know what stock this is. It doesn't matter. I would have been looking for a short here, which would not have materialized. Would have had a short right here. This price comes back into it. That would have been a nice winning trade. Had an entry here off this candle. Would have been a nice winning trade. So this can add some more trades, you know, in addition to the structure, right? Again, there's not that many of them. Let's go look at AAL. Okay, go back to January. Oh man, oh, comes back into it right here. So I was looking for that trade. Let's see what the ATR is. So we're looking for a $5.30 move. Looks like you hit it. Okay, would have been looking for a trade down here if it came back. Here's a trade. Let's see. 52 cents. It may have actually stopped me out because I would have been below here. 78. Yeah, it would have stopped me out. Oh, that's a shame. That really took off to the downside. Okay, would have had a stop here. So this one doesn't look like it would have been profitable, I don't think. Okay, let's go back and look at the first one. And sorry to go through this so quickly, guys. I don't want to have a 30-minute video here. I just want to give you guys a quick idea. This is the first one that we went through. Was nothing. Till here, I would have been a loser. And then here you would have had a nice winning trade. That would have been it. So pretty simple, right? Very clean, very easy to follow. And I'm trying to get this thing built out into TradingView. And TradingView can't do alerts, or it can't do a screener, but I can screen from NinjaTrader, and then things can be executed in TradingView for those that use TradingView. Anyway, just want to get this out to you guys. It's been a long time coming since I've been working on this, and it's looking really good. So there's another addition that I'm adding to this for futures only, and once I get that added, I'll show you guys. All right, hope y'all are doing well, and I'll talk to you soon.